everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Ultimate Avengers 3, issue number 2. Now, as you know, Ultimate Avengers 3 is meant to deal with vampires, as well as sort of, like, dealing with some after effects. Now, the cover has basically Nerd Hulk as a vampire trying to go for Blade. And the story mainly starts off how Cap is working out with Nerd Hulk. Now, keep in mind back in Ultimate Avengers issue 1 and some of the other issues, they pretty much cloned Bruce Banner and had a more nerdier Hulk character who says, "Hey Cap, I like your girly little weights." Excuse me? And he says, "Kidding, they're awesome. What's the movie?" Which he says it's called Blondie's Anniversary. Now, keep in mind, back in the 1930s to the 40s, Blondie's was one of those sort of, like, movies that had the same actress known for playing in the Jetsons and so many things. So Cap kind of gets the feeling that he wants something and that he wants to do some Ultimates work. But he says, "You feel you're not being used enough in the Avengers?" And which he does say that he is tired of being cooped up in here and he wants to meet his favourite author at Midtown Comics. With Cap saying, "You want to join the public team?" So he tries to persuade him that, Hawkeye joined the team, but he does point out that since Hawkeye isn't a clone, he's alright to join. But he does point out to Nerd Hulk that he's basically a clone and that he can't really join. So we're shown outside the Triskelion where Nerd Hulk tries to make the most epic jump and manages to basically jump over and makes a big break and says, pardon me, could someone show me the way to Times Square?" And so we see the vampire army getting ready and him saying, "Oh man, busted already?" And he's quick to assume it's Tony when it's not, and he says, "Not anymore." And so basically takes him down single-handedly, and even basically manages to take down Nerd Hulk without breaking a sweat by using his Iron Man armor. And says, "But you'll do for now, I suppose." And so he asks them to sort of salvage what's in his bag to know what it is, and it's Copy of Troubled, which isn't a great series, but it's kind of alright. And it was one of Mark Millar's works back in 2004. So, of course, he ends up biting Hulk. And afterwards, we do see Ray Connor and also Styx being brought to him, with the head vampire master pleased with the work. And we're kind of seeing how Cap, Hawkeye, Black Widow 2, and Nick Fury finding the location of Nerd Hulk. And we're shown how Blade is interrogating one of the vampires by having a priest to sort of do an interrogation. Which turns out one of the vampires that just got bitten became their new leader. And he's planned to make a whole army of Norse gods, Spider-Men, Fantastic Four, and so on. With Blade saying, "So planet Earth becomes a finger buffet?" "Exactly. Right, and you know who he is, of course. And that big dome helmet." And so he leaves off while the priest takes care of him. So pretty much Monica starts to berate Cap in the sewer system, calling him out for pushing Nerd Hulk away. And as soon as Hawkeye starts defending Cap against Monica, you can tell Cap is in the right and knows that he was just trying to be honest. As soon as Nick Fury sees one of sees basically Ray Connor in the sewer system, Cap is like, oh my god, it's a little boy. Cap, back, get back. And so, just as Cap tries to, say, come back, don't get any closer, the lights go off. As soon as the light comes on by Hawkeye, we see that Captain America has been bitten by Ray Connor. And we're shown how the head vampire is with his army saying, suckers. And yeah, this is the story. So I feel Ultimates 3 issue 2 is not too bad. I feel they do lose their heavy hitter Nerd Hulk, and I can see what Mark Millar's trying to do is show that anyone can die in the Ultimate Universe. And I still think Ray Connor could have been an interesting character to work with if done correctly. So I think this issue definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.